Hey guys, Dean of DVD, a little bit late, but I'm going to do a quick top 5 of the 1970s this time. I'm going to start out with the two that are kind of, to my mind, are almost the same film, or almost feel like the same film in some ways, and that is Manhattan and Annie Hall by Woody Allen. Two interesting comedies, both taking place in the city of New York, one being, kind of an homage to New York, and the other one being a relationship that takes place in New York. Both star Woody Allen and Diane Keaton. Manhattan also has Mariel Hemingway, Meryl Streep, and others. And Annie Hall has a bunch of others: Christopher Walken, Shelley Duvall, Paul Simon, Carol Kane. Just interesting, two interesting movies. So at the number 5 spot, combination of Manhattan and Annie Hall. I'll go on to number 4. This one, I don't have a lot of horror movies, but this one scared the hell out of me when I first saw it, and I think it's an interesting genre, or kind of created an interesting genre from this, and that would be the movie Alien. I know a lot of people like Aliens better. I actually like Alien better. I think, it's the first one. It kind of introduces the whole thing. Aliens was cool, don't get me wrong, and I like Aliens, but I think Alien, the movie, was a better movie overall for me, because it introduced the whole concept and set it all up. So, Alien. Great flick. It's a great anthology, too. So, Alien comes in at number 4. Number 3, I don't have a lot of horror, but this movie, to my mind, is the scariest of all time, and that is The Exorcist. William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin. It even, it says it right on the thing. I've made a video on this one before, saying it's the scariest movie of all time, and certainly from at least for me, it just sets up the whole feeling in this movie. There's a sense of dread, the atmosphere. The first part of the movie acts as if it could be anybody. It's a normal family. There's not anything unusual about her. She's an actress. Her daughter, Reagan, is the one who gets taken over, but she is sort of a normal person and tries to go about her business when things first start happening as if it's sort of a normal thing, until she realizes, hey, something's wrong here. She goes to doctors. She goes to psychiatrists. Eventually, she goes to priests. And The Exorcist, just a really cool movie. Max von Sydow, who's in The Seventh Seal and others, is The Exorcist, and makes a good exorcist. So, great movie, comes in, for me anyway, at number 3 in the 70s. Number 2, I'm going to go with Apocalypse Now. Francis Ford Coppola, a nightmare of a movie to make. There's all sorts of, there's a movie about the making of this, and supposedly almost like a curse going on with this movie, because so many people who were involved with it got killed or had something bad happen to them. Martin Sheen was in it, of course. Marlon Brando, Robert Duvall. Great movie. There's a number of versions on it. I got this one relatively cheaply. It's got a ton of extras on it, and I really like this movie. It's long, but I really enjoyed it. And I enjoy both the director's cut and the, I guess it's Redux, that's what it's called, and the regular. I enjoy both. I parts of the Redux I really like, and parts of it I could do without. Plantation stuff is, for me, it's okay. I don't mind it, but it doesn't. It's not gripping. I think it's sort of out of place in some ways too. But people argue with me, I'm sure. But Apocalypse Now makes number 2, and I think you know what number 1 is, right? And I cheated on this one because I could have had this take up 2 spots, but I'm going to say the Godfather trilogy. Although really it's Godfather 1 and 2 that are in the top 10. But I'll put all 3 there. Godfather 3 gets a bad rap in a lot of ways. but certainly Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, great movies. I would put The Godfather ahead of Godfather 2, again, because it introduced the characters. I always partial to the initial one, I think. Godfather, this is a great restoration, by the way, the Francis Ford Coppola restoration. And great movies. I need to watch these again soon. They look great on Blu-ray, and they are fabulous movies. So Godfather 1, 2, and 3 come in at number 1 in the 70s. So number 1 is The Godfather. Number 2, Apocalypse Now. Number 3, The Exorcist. 4, Alien. And 5, a combination of Annie Hall and Manhattan. So that's it, guys. Until the next time, Dina DVD, what's your top 5 for the 70s? Did I miss anything? I'm sure I did. What did I miss? What do you like? And look forward to the 60s next time. Take care.